name's Dan, welcome back to The Forge. In this episode of Trust Me I'm a Blacksmith, I'm going hands-free. So in this episode we're going to be making the holdfast, and I've made it like this so it can hold loads of different sizes of stock, super versatile. It's got these two threads on it and it's held into my hardy hole. I don't have a Pritchell hole on my anvil, so I've never really been into holdfasts except for my chain one. But we'll talk about that in a minute as well. Anyway, enjoy the video of me making it. We'll have a bit of a play with it at the end and then have a discussion about how we can make it better. I'm not going to do much talking in this video, but I just want to talk about what I'm going to be doing with this punch. And basically I need this shape, the end of the punch, to be present in the eye, so I can put a wedge in it. But I need the sides not only to be straight, but I need it to fit back through the hardy hole. So I'm going to drive it down to about here, well, about here, and then I'm going to flatten the sides, and then I'm going to drive the wedge in and tidy it all up and get it looking nice, and then try and dress it without this in. That's hopefully not gonna bow the eye too much, but we will see. I'll try and demonstrate as I'm going along, but anyway, that's enough, and keep enjoying the video. Okay, really quickly, I've just put a chamfer on the inside here, so when I put a bead of weld around here, it's going to give something to for the weld to dig down and bite into. And I've also taken off the bottom thread from the stud and put a bit of a chamfer on it so that it sits into. He says, so that it sits into the bottom of the hole, and I can get that nice and cranked up and nice and tight, so it's quite solid already before the weld. I'll get the weld bead on and then I'll straighten it up. So that's my next thing to do. I'm going to TIG weld it on with stainless. I thought that went through there, maybe not. Okay, so is it perfect? Not quite, and I think I know a way of sorting a lot of problems. Is it versatile? Yeah, you can hold some serious different size stocks in this. This is a square. It's running a bit under a mil. I'm not sure what that, 30 seconds, smaller than 30 seconds or something like that. And yeah, you can move it, but you can crank right down on these. Right. So they work. It holds really, really well, and it will hold. 1 minute you can be holding this, and then very quickly you can wind it up like so, and stick a larger piece of stock in, which you can't do with a traditional holdfast. There might be some questions actually, because I also use this thing in the video. This is the holdfast I have been using because I don't have a Pritchell hole on this anvil. And yeah, basically saw this and saw an version of this, thought I'd give it a go. Is it super versatile? Yeah, it's not as fast as a traditional holdfast. It's not as fast as this thing, but it's nearly as fast. And if you loosen up the wedge and hammer the wedge in when you know what the right height is, it actually could be quite quick because you have to lift this up to load it in and then you can drive the wedge in. So that could be potentially a quicker way of using it. Improvements. I think if I swapped these out for lead screws, it would take out some of this. This is because the threads are, because of the way the threads are designed. I know with lead screws, you have more surface area contact and less wiggle, because that's just how they work. So if I could swap this for a lead screw and that for a lead screw, but I don't have the ability to create those kind of threads internally very quickly, I'm sure I could do it with hours and hours and hours of scraping or some nonsense like that. But I'm gonna look into making it again slightly differently with lead screws, but we'll see how we go. I'd like to say it was my idea, but it wasn't. I kind of copied one that I saw for like a joiner's bench, which looked like it worked quite well. They probably make them for welding tables as well. Yeah, it was a quick little project, a little bit of fun. It works. I might use it from time to time, and I think it looks pretty cool. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed watching me make this. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. I've really enjoyed myself. It's been a great project and I would like to explore it a bit more. Blacksmithing is about making tooling, and this is one way you can make your life a bit easier around the workshop by doing things like this. But yeah, if you're interested in tooling though, I make all sorts of different types of toolings, from tongs all the way up to hammers. I make stock, I sell goodies like t-shirts and stuff like that. So if you want to support the channel in any way, shape or form, or just get your hands on a nice hammer, go over and check out the Etsy. There's a link for that in the description, along with a link to the Instagram where I post stories of me making this. We had a little bit of game with people where I asked people what I was making and slowly showed pictures of it being born. And I think like 3 or 4 people guessed before I managed to finish, so I was like, oh, okay, all right, smart asses. And the website and some other bits and bobs if you want to find out a bit more about me and the channel and all that sort of stuff, so go and check those bits and bobs out. Definitely go check out the Instagram, follow, whatever. Share, like, comment, do all that nice stuff for the video. It really helps promote me and the channel. And that's everything. So thank you for joining me. I'll leave a link up here to a video that YouTube thinks that you'll enjoy. This is a video down here of something else. I'll put another video here, probably clamp of the month. This is extra clamp of the month. And I'll put the subscribe button up there. Thank you. Bye-bye.